Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. Today's episode, I wanted to talk about selling and specifically the importance of conviction in selling. So I was on a coaching call and meeting with the client, and they were hesitant about a change I had recommended. And when they tried it, they weren't really trying it with much conviction. And so they were hesitant, they were kind of afraid to make the change and present it to their potential clients. And so what wound up happening is that they were just not having as good of results that they could have had if they had been selling with conviction. And so the realization that I made was that, you know what, if they're selling better with the old method, even though it may not be good in the long run, it they still were more convicted on the sale that they were doing previously. And so the change you might be wondering is I suggested a change in how they presented their price, not how much they were charging, but how they presented their price. And so when it came time to make the offer and present the price, they had tried my way, but they just weren't doing it with any conviction. And so the realization, again, I'll reiterate it, but the realization that I had was they weren't getting sales after the change because they weren't confident in the new pricing structure. And so the thought that I had was let's just keep the pricing the way that it was. We'll focus on all of the other aspects of good sales techniques and things like that so we don't erode their conviction on the front end, and then keep working on fixing different ways to present information so that they can work towards the eventual change. And so I wanted to just dive in more on that. I'd listen to other other sales experts in other industries, and the common consensus is if your conviction on what you're selling is high, it doesn't always it doesn't matter as much how good of a salesperson you are, like tactics and techniques and things like that. And so we start with conviction first. And it's not just do you think that you're selling something good or useful or that you're better than your competitors, whatever. It's by how much. And so how we do that is through proving to ourselves every single time we have an event at our venue that we are the best option for them. And we prove that by giving them the best service, making the day all about them, not forgetting that this is their perfect day or that this is their big day and we want to make it perfect. We do that again and again and again and again. And as we do that, as we make that our focus, then when you go to convince a couple to book with you, you can now sell with conviction saying, guys, we're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure that everything goes smoothly, any bumps in the road get smoothed out, and that you guys are the center focus of the day, and that it's one of the best days of your life since it's one of the biggest days of your life. And so repetition on the fulfillment and being top class in fulfillment will make it easier for you to sell on the front end because you've proven to yourself that you're doing it. And then the other aspect of it is the social proof, which is 5-star reviews and everything like that. So those will come naturally too because you are doing it. And so that's the focus that we have taken at our venues. That's the focus that we take with my coaching clients, is we have to do what we're actually saying we're going to do. And you know if you're not. And if you don't know, then you haven't done it. And if you know that you, if you know that you're not doing what you say you're going to do, then you're not going to sell with conviction. And that's true no matter what industry you're in. So I hope this was helpful for you. Um, if you key takeaway is provide top-notch service and your sales convictions will increase, and then you just work on the little things just to make the presentation better. So if this was useful for you, please share, please comment, review it, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.